this is Jersey. You're watching The Garden State.
You're listening to The Garden State, the only New Jersey podcast that gives you all the news you need to hear this week. My name is Josh Sobo.
My name is Josh Chomik.
And behind the camera,
Jimmy Parks. I'm back.
you know, I paused there because I have severe ADD, and I was literally thinking it'd be cool if we could do that opening with a newscaster soundtrack. What do you think, Choke?
Oh, no.
Could we stitch something in there?
Why must you do this to me?
Okay, ready? Now, starting now, we're going to do it again. News intro music, go. Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to the Garden State Podcast. Thank you for tuning in. We'll give you all the New Jersey news you need to hear this week. My name is Josh Sobo.
My name is Josh Chomik.
And behind our camera, our producer, Chet You Betcha.
Jimmy Parks.
What's that from, Chet You Betcha?
Fairly Odd Parents.
Is it?
Of course. I didn't know Barack Obama was my co-host on this news broadcast.
No, he's not, but I can get him for you. Hold on.
No,
let me go
he
get him. Hold
definitely
on.
just
I'm gonna go
announced
get
the
him.
news.
Barack Obama, and I'm on the Garden State Podcast. That was so good. We cut that out. Let's just remove that. Hold
I
on.
want to keep that.
Okay, so
Yo, you guys are giving me 20 million edits for the beginning of this podcast, and I don't like it.
yeah. Okay, so hey, welcome back to the Garden State Podcast, the number one podcast in New Jersey. We have 10 million listeners every single week.
The ratings just arrived.
Yeah, I heard
We're number one.
we're beating Fox, we're beating CNN, we're beating MSNBC. We are the news now. We have listeners from other states tuning in to learn about what's happening in the J.
Yeah,
That's
10 million.
how. Yeah, that's
way
how
over.
good this show is. People from out of state are listening to New Jersey news. They don't even want to hear their own news. They care about us.
Yeah, and it's really, I mean, we deserve it. If we really think about it, we're humble. We deserve 10 million listeners. I'd say we deserve 20. So
What's like New Jersey's rival state? Delaware, right? It's Delaware.
Delaware.
No, dude, we crushed Delaware. There's no one who living in Delaware.
Yeah, but I feel like we always make fun of Delaware on social media.
No, we make fun of Pennsylvania.
yeah, I couldn't think less about Delaware if I tried. Like if you gave me states, like Josh, write a list of 5 states you don't think about. It'd be Delaware, for sure.
Rhode Island.
Yeah, Rhode Island, I forget exists sometimes. Delaware, Rhode Island, and then I'd probably shoot out west to like
Nebraska.
yeah, Nebraska. Yeah, but that's
Well, like what's in Nebraska? Nothing. That's
Kentucky?
definitely one of them. No, Kentucky's pretty cool.
no. You know,
it's cool shape.
Yeah.
Minnesota is pretty out there. Like I don't know. I don't.
Bro, Minnesota's they've got so many sports teams. They're massive. Minneapolis,
true.
huge. No,
That's true.
like South Dakota maybe. But you got
Yeah.
Wall Jug there, so not really.
Why is Rhode Island so forgettable? Because it's small. You
Small.
think?
It's small.
I think West Virginia is one of those states where like it could just make just Virginia, and I'd be fine with it.
yeah,
yeah.
like what's in West Virginia? Just farms, and
Country roads.
country roads. That's
you
it.
know, take me home.
Blue Ridge Mountain.
You set yourself up for that one, Josh.
Blue Ridge Mountains is North
the
Carolina.
Shenandoah River.
Shannon.
Well, this has been a messy intro, but welcome back to the Garden State Podcast. We have a crazy lineup of news for you this week, but before we get into it, fellas, how was your weekend?
Jim, how about you go first since you abandoned us for 2 weeks?
Whoa, I had a great weekend. I hung out with my friend Sarah. We played some tennis, got some brunch. Then I shot over to Chomik's apartment and we counted some merch.
Oh yeah, we did all our merch packing and labeling and shipping this weekend, Josh.
Yeah.
It was a great time. Very successful drop.
Yep, we got keychains here on the table in studio. I'm pretty proud of these. These were designed by an amazing artist I found on Instagram, not Gran, like grandma. And her Instagram is Unwork of Art. She is a really cool artist that loves Jersey like we do, and we got to collab with her on these. And they're still available on thegardenstate.com. So we have keychains, some hoodies, some shirts, Lanternfly shirts, Central Jersey Exists shirts, and yeah, you can head over there now and scoop yours.
All the purchases go to support the show and keep the show running. So thank you guys so very much.
Absolutely. And speaking of the weekend,
I'm not going to go see him in concert, are you?
never.
Cool.
But Saturday, we packed some merch. I got to see Jimmy and Josh. Didn't you boys go on a little excursion there for a bit?
We did. The Watcher House.
Oh, yeah, dude. Thanks for bringing that up.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Jimmy and I went to the Watcher House because all the news articles were like, Westfield residents are angry that people are coming to the Watcher House. So what did me and Jimmy do? We went to go report for the world, telling people not to go there.
And you know what they
Wow.
did when we got there?
Oh, you would tell him.
they turned on their sprinklers on us.
No.
I don't know if they did or if it was automated, but there was people standing on the lawn, Josh, like right near the sidewalk, and then all of a sudden the sprinklers turned on. We're
Yeah,
like,
that
are
was
you kidding?
1,000% the homeowner, because why would your sprinkler go on in October?
Yeah, in the middle of the day.
This is when grass is
you're
like
right.
dormant, isn't it? Like this is when it starts to like.
Yeah, I mean, normally when people have their
Listen.
sprinklers go on, it's like first thing in the morning.
We're
too.
on the sidewalk. We're not even on their property, though.
You know what? I still wonder if they had anything to do with the show becoming a thing. Like, did they know it was going to happen?
Someone online was like, the people are complaining, yet Netflix paid them $10 million to use their
No
address.
shot.
So that's
No.
a rumor. That's a rumor.
I
But
doubt it was $10 million, but I wonder that because I did watch the trailer and it says like their address. It's not even like a made up address. It's their address.
Yeah, we talked about that last week while you weren't here, Jimmy, with Eric Pretzel, our fill-in. Great fill-in, by the way.
I did listen to the first 15 minutes.
And Eric, we were talking about, is it possible it's just kind of a public domain thing? Obviously it's someone owns that address, but it's public news. So like, can they go and just use it without having to pay
I'm just
any
surprised
royalty?
that they actually used the real address.
Me too, but they did. So with that in mind, do you guys want to get into the mailbag?
I love the mailbag, dude.
Let's see who called in this week before we get into the news. Hey, you've reached the Garden State mailbag. Sorry we can't get to the phone right now. We're currently trying to fill all of our gas tanks with 20 regular cash. It's crazy. Make sure to buy a keychain. Hey, leave us a message and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Thanks. Love you. Bye.
Garden State Podcast, I am pissed at New Jersey's state flag. We have a terrible state flag. I love how Texas loves their state flag. I love how Maryland loves their state flag. Where's our love for our state flag? Our colors are boring. Our flag is boring. How do we petition the state to get us a new state flag? There is so much Jersey pride. We have a podcast about Jersey. We need a state flag that represents our level of love for the state.
You know what?
Wow.
He makes some good points.
Guys, for the record, I don't know what our state flag looks like. Do you?
You don't?
You know what it is?
Are you kidding me?
What's our state flag?
It's the yellow one with our crest in the middle of
With
it.
the great seal of the state of New Jersey.
You know, then what's in the seal,
Okay, Josh, you're gonna-
No, don't. You know what
It's
it
a
is?
lady.
It's two ladies.
Two ladies, yes. It's liberty and justice. One's holding the scale and one's holding the sword.
And what's in the middle?
E pluribus unum.
Translation.
If that's actually on the state flag.
But like, where is the state flag hung? Like, you don't see it in neighborhoods. You
Okay,
don't
hold
see
on.
it in downtown areas.
So it's not a lady. It's one has a cornucopia and one has a staff. It says liberty and prosperity.
Close
And
enough. And it has a horse.
I wonder why there's 3 of these sickle-looking things on the shield. We should look
Oh,
into that.
there's a reason for it. I used to know it.
and what's that? An eagle in the top?
It's the head of a horse with some
whoa,
swirly things.
You just showed me an eagle. Now this isn't the horse.
Where do you see an eagle?
Oh, never mind. Wait, so
so-
what's the horse head mean?
I don't know. But here's what I wanted to say to that
Doesn't make
caller.
any sense.
It's a great point. Thank you for calling in. The first thing I want to say is Maryland. That's a state I completely forgot exists when I was trying to think of forgettable states. So they might be number 4 on the list, but they do have a great state flag.
I just looked it up. It looks wild.
Oh, it reminds me of like the BMW logo for some reason.
Kind of.
I think it's just
let me see it, Josh.
Maryland state flag. It's nothing like the BMW logo, but it's kind of fire.
That's their state flag.
Yeah.
That's cool. I don't know why. It just looks sick.
Well, the colors of the New Jersey state flag were chosen by George Washington to represent the New Jersey Army regiments during the Revolutionary War.
Can you look up
Wait a
what
second.
the horse head means on the flag?
Yeah, hold on.
We
So-
should know that.
Here's what I'll say is we can't criticize something that George Washington came up with, but our flag is not the best. When you think about state flags, there's some states that have done a great job of branding their flag. For example, California, Colorado, we all know that one.
You see those flags all over those states when you go visit because they're proud of it.
Alaska, New Mexico, Wyoming's flag is straight flames. South Carolina has a great flag. There's a lot. I mean, Texas, lest we forget. Oregon has an amazing flag. There's so many states with great flags, and I made it a goal of this podcast to make our license plates better, and now I'm wondering if we should start with the state flag. Like, are we able to change the state flag?
What's up, Jim?
What's up, Jim?
All right, so the horse's head, showing that New Jersey governs itself. That's what the horse's head is supposed to represent. And the 3 plows represents the state's agricultural tradition.
So we govern ourselves?
Which is why the state has nicknamed the Garden State.
Wait a second. We govern ourselves with the highest property taxes in America? Is that what we're saying?
That's what we're saying.
George Washington would be rolling in his grave.
When was the last time you guys saw the New Jersey state flag hung somewhere in Jersey?
Today.
Where?
Today in Trenton.
Okay, you were in Trenton. That doesn't count.
Okay.
You're at the state capital. Josh, how about you?
The last time I saw the state flag flying was, I can't think of. I mean, if you
no
go
one's proud of our state flag.
if you go to any downtown, like you know how downtowns have like a police station or like a or like a municipal building, they always have the state flag out front.
I saw it at Liberty State Park the day before that too. See it everywhere.
I don't know if my town does. I got to go check up on that this week.
I wonder what this list ranks our flag as though, because I'm already at 42 and I haven't seen it yet.
all the way in the end.
Oh, we're 50. This is crazy. This list ranks us as the worst flag in America.
No, wait. What's Mississippi?
Oh, Mississippi.
Theirs is cool though.
It's us
Theirs
in
is pretty.
Mississippi. Theirs is pretty sweet. Yeah.
No, I'm not trashing the logo here of our flag. I think the horse head and the two ladies, it looks so cool. It's just no one knows what it means, and I've never seen it anywhere around New Jersey. No one's proud of it.
Wisconsin has a similar thing going with their logo, except it's way tougher looking. It looks kind of like, I don't know, like a bunch of like soldiers or something. But yeah, we don't have a great flag. It's a great point from this caller, and I just want to know, what can we do, to look for progress with the aesthetic of our state. We have bad license plates, a terrible flag, and we live in a cultural capital of the world, just in the earshot from Manhattan, and nothing looks nice.
People call us the armpit.
Maybe we should throw an armpit on the flag.
And that might make it look even cooler. Who knows, Josh?
Okay, let's play a game. Pitch your vision right now without thinking about it of a new New Jersey state flag.
I'm already seeing a black bear. The black bear's all over the state already, just terrorizing people. But a black bear, it's just pretty epic looking. So you got the bear, you got the eagle, of course.
Yeah.
And they're kind of like intermingling within the center of this flag, which is like a nice like green, or maybe like the license plate blue, something like that.
Oh,
maybe like two rifles like pointing toward like the center in the front with fireworks blasting all over the place.
Dude, this is awesome.
Maybe like a little Taylor Hammond mill.
Sold.
What was yours?
Mine was just the crest. No, I'm kidding. Wait, hold on. So that's amazing. And if we could mock that up.
Well, I couldn't really think about
Why
it.
the Bears?
You put me on the spot. Well, I think in New Jersey, in my head, I was like, what's the
No
first thing
bear
I think
hunt.
about? All I think about is bears in North Jersey taking over the state. There's bears everywhere. It's a problem.
Well, Joe Rogan, someone sent me a clip of Joe Rogan tearing Jersey apart this week, saying we are the most densely populated state with bears per capita, I believe was the stat.
Oh, yeah, I saw that clip too.
And then he went off on the Murph saying he's a bum. And, we've discussed the bear hunt many times on this podcast. We've given the pros and the cons, mainly the cons. And I think a big black bear might be a great addition to the flag.
I think it would look so cool and epic. Like, the horse head is pretty cool right now. You got to admit, the horse head is cool, but
But what if it was a bear head?
just a bear head.
Yeah.
That'd be so terrifying. Just like mouth wide open, just staring you down in panic.
So do you want to hear my flag?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's our Garden State green color, which is the same as this keychain.
Yeah, that's great.
It's like a nice, soft, healthy looking green. And in the middle is a bunch of tomatoes.
Okay, I like that.
And it says over the top in like a rainbow, not a rainbow, but the shape of a rainbow, it says the Garden State. And then underneath it says some words in Latin, like I'm going to make up words, just Latin words, and then our founding date.
What's the tomato reference?
They're the Garden State, Jersey tomatoes.
Oh, because they're planted in gardens.
Or how about this? A green flag with a cornucopia in the center of it of corn and tomatoes and other things, and it says the Garden State underneath. A nice sans serif font.
I like it.
Yeah, and then beneath it, it says something about, I don't know.
I got
NJ
a cool assignment for you and me this week for this edit.
Okay.
You're gonna design your flag on Photoshop,
this is
and
great.
I'm gonna design my flag on Photoshop. And when we post this on TikTok or Instagram, like boom,
Okay,
there's
wait,
our
hold on.
flag.
So this week's challenge, redesign the New
you guys
Jersey
can
State
see
flag.
who's the better designer here.
Okay, so this is, or you want to do an actual challenge?
Well, I'm gonna do what I described. You have to do what you just
and then
described.
the viewers at home are going to vote.
Okay.
And whoever gets more votes, we're going to do 2 comments on our video. Whichever one gets more likes, what we're going to do is the other person has to treat the other person to a diner run.
I love it.
Deal. All right.
So if you guys want to leave something for the mailbag for next week, make sure to email a voice memo to hello@thegardenstate.com and keep it under 60 seconds. Let us know your name, where you're from, and what you want us to talk about, because we love that segment and we want to hear from you. So hit up hello@thegardenstate.com.
Oh man, the kids are going to love this first story.
Oh, yes, they are.
So stupid. In New Jersey, one legislator is making moves to potentially extend the school year for students.
Are you good?
What's so funny about that?
What was so funny about that?
Extend the school year. What's this guy thinking?
I know. Is he out of his mind?
Well, I could tell you guys what he's thinking.
No shot, bro.
Well, what happened was New Jersey's test results on math and other, things you learn in school are really, really bad right now. Actually, math is the worst since 2003.
Jeez.
And they're like, we got to figure out a way to make kids smart again.
Yeah. Was it the kids who shut the schools down? No.
Yeah.
Why are we going to make the kids suffer by going to school longer, extending the school days? By doing that, Josh, that's going to make them rebel even more and not want to focus. They can't stay in school for longer. They already can't focus as is.
Also, do you remember like the end of the school year when it was like 90 degrees and like you didn't do any work anyway?
It's too hot, yeah.
Well, here's what I was going to say. I just like that we have clear, concise data saying kids are less smart than they used to be. So shout out to you and me, man. We're smarter than these kids.
We really did make it, yeah.
So, but you guys want to get into this little story here? I could read it to you if you want me to.
Yes. Yes, please.
Here's what it says. Alarmed by the latest round of assessment figures for New Jersey students, a state senator is pushing legislation that would permit certain districts to extend the school day or school year. So we're not just talking about the year. We're talking about the actual school day could actually get longer as a result of this.
Oh, my gosh.
A bill by Senator Shirley Turner, a Democrat from Mercer County, would establish a 3-year pilot program within the Department of Education that would award funds on a competitive basis to districts with students demonstrating a high level of need for academic support. So this past Monday, the nation's report card, that's in quotes, I'm not sure what that is. I'm assuming it's a report that comes out ranking states' scores. It was released exposing the learning loss caused in New Jersey and elsewhere by the coronavirus pandemic. So it went on to say that we have the lowest math score since 2003 and the lowest 4th grade reading score since 2005. 8th grade reading scores held their own, ranking first nationally as they had in 2019. So our 8th graders are wicked smart in Jersey. Our 4th graders, not the best.
Dude, yeah. Well, look at the age difference, bro. The 8th graders during like COVID, they were in 6th grade. They're the age that they're on the internet the most. They're probably doing the research. 4th graders, they were in 2nd grade. They were like babies.
See, I think the real little kids I think really little kids and then like high schoolers got the brunt of the lockdowns.
Yeah. 100%.
I think middle schoolers, they're like a whole different breed of human anyway.
They know how to do everything. Yeah, they'll figure it out.
But like little kids that are developing and they need social cues, they need to like go be around people. And then high schoolers were like, you're also developing, but in a different way, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So what were you going to say there?
I'm sorry, dude. I got so like, I saw like one of the words and then you were talking. I was like, shoot, what's Josh saying in my ear? No, but I was going to say, it's like, what is this, a game? They're going to start awarding funds to districts with the best grades, right? That's so, what is this?
No, that sentence doesn't make sense to me because it says the Department of Education would award funds on a competitive basis to districts with students demonstrating a high level of need for academic support. So what's competitive about that? That almost sounds like not competitive. Like it's
doesn't
saying
make sense.
They're going to award money based on who has the highest need for academic support, which I guess that makes sense. Like they want.
So whoever has the worst grades.
Yeah, it's like it's a competition to the bottom. But I don't know. Listen, these things get so complicated so quickly. All we know is that we got to support the kids, man. And I don't know that a longer school year is going to make kids smarter. I think
getting them off their cell phones throughout the day, I think might help.
The phones, and then also just, generally, kids should just go learn. I don't know. I don't know enough about this.
I read an article that Clark schools this next coming school year, they have like this thing that they're starting for the students in high school, maybe middle school. But it's like there's when they walk into a classroom, every kid has to put their phone into this like slot in the front of the room, so they don't have their phones with them like during the lesson. Because you know what the problem is right now? And like any teacher listening, you could attest to this. Are kids just like on their cell phones nowadays, like while the teacher's teaching? Because I feel like that's what's happening.
I mean, probably. When I was in high school, I went on my phone with the teacher was teaching.
Really?
Yeah, I'd pull my phone out now.
Dude, I was terrible. Well, I'm like, what, 3 years older than you?
Are you joking? How do you not know my age, dude? I'm literally like 14 months younger than you. What year were you born?
Dude, I graduated in 2010.
Okay, I graduated 2012, but hold on. What
yeah,
year?
so 2 years.
Yeah, but you're not 3 years old. What year were you born?
I'm 92.
August 92.
Yeah.
I'm March 94. So a year and a half.
That's crazy, bro.
May 95.
Baby Jimmy Parks.
Anyway, yeah, like, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I was scared in high school, bro.
If there's anything I know, it's that based on our communication skills in this podcast and how often we just say stuff that doesn't make sense, we're really smart.
Dude, we're at the top of the level, bro.
They should NASA should be hiring us for their podcast. All right, let's move on to the next story. This is kind of a funny one, but I like it. One New Jersey town has created a parking lot specifically for meeting up with internet weirdos, and it puts that in quotes.
The internet's full of weirdos, and there's a safe place for you to meet up with them now.
Yeah, and the idea here is that people nowadays are going on Facebook Marketplace, they're selling their stuff, or they're meeting up maybe to go on a bike ride with somebody they've never met before. This is a location that is designated in the town to meet up. It has surveillance cameras 24/7. And it's just a safe place for internet encounters.
Remember when you sold your Jeep to some dude on Facebook Marketplace not to come with you for protection?
When did that happen?
Well, when you sold your Jeep. Wasn't that Facebook Marketplace?
Wait a second. I don't remember that.
Wait, who did you sell your Jeep to?
A guy in town, like a kid in my town.
But
He
you
came to
put
my
it.
house.
Oh, but I thought you put it on Craigslist or like. Remember we took the photos. Where did we post that? Facebook?
Yeah, you took the photos for me. We
Yeah.
never met up with anyone, I don't think, though.
Oh, really?
Did we meet up with somebody?
Yes, dude. No, maybe those are the photos. Anyway, continue the story.
Oh, man. So it says, whether you're picking up an item you bought on Facebook Marketplace or heading out for a bike ride with someone you connected with online, officials in one New Jersey town have created a safe place for you to do so. Surveillance cameras are running 24/7, and police officers are just a shout away at this parking lot in Mansfield Township. It's pretty interesting because the lot was officially donated by OfferUp. And there's a sign in the lot that says donated by OfferUp.
It's pretty cool.
I think it's a good idea, and I mean,
It doesn't hurt.
It doesn't hurt in this modern world, but I think also it could be cool if like local police departments just designated like 4 parking spots as like a meetup space for Marketplace.
That's what Clark does.
Is it?
Yeah, right in front of the police station. That's
So it's like
the town.
There's
meeting
like a
space.
marked spot, Jimmy.
I don't know if there's a marked spot, but they've advertised it online before.
That's pretty cool.
It'd be really cool if towns just start giving like a 4 parking lot little section where it's like it's outlined. This is the space you meet up with people. Have a camera on it, and then what you do is I just happen to show up with a hot dog cart next to that spot.
Yes.
And profit,
Genius.
bro. That's why I'm pulling for this whole thing. The hot dog sales.
Do you buy things off Marketplace, right?
I have bought. Yes, absolutely.
What was the meetup or like interaction like? What was the location like? Was
Okay,
it
so
sketch?
as I'm telling you this story, it's a weird story. I bought this bench. We were looking for like an antique. What would you call that style of bench? It's who were the settlers, the
Pilgrims.
not the like not the Puritans. I'm thinking of like there's a style of furniture. It's pine, but it's this antique. We're definitely smarter than these new kids.
Amish? Like Amish furniture?
No. There's a style of old. Let me look it up, guys. This is gonna kill me. Old style of furniture.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Antique.
No. I don't even know, but it's
I don't know what
it's an OG style of wood making.
Is it
furniture.
that? Is it that one?
Yeah, that one right there. So I went to
cool.
this guy's house to get back to the point, and it was in his basement.
Oh no.
So I go in and I'm just like hanging with this guy.
You were
talking
by
about
yourself or were you with somebody?
It was just me.
Okay.
And I'm pretty good with just making conversation with strangers. I always say I could talk to like a wall if you put me there long enough. So I was just talking to him, and it was a good convo. And he tried to sell me a lot of other stuff that I just did not need.
Was there any point in the whole process where you were like, This is weird. I'm in some dude's basement. I might die.
Nah, because I think in my mind I was going, I could take him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he was
Okay.
He was an older gentleman, and he told me he was retiring and moving down to Florida. So I said, you know what? He's retiring. I'm feeling good right now. If he tried something,
Yeah.
if he tried to Jeffrey Dahmer me, I think I could handle myself.
Fair enough.
But who knows? He could have locked the door and then I don't know. It could have gotten dark really quick.
Like my only Facebook Marketplace interaction, I don't really use it too much, but I bought a bicycle during COVID. That was cool.
Okay.
And it was on their front porch.
Well, my mom does this thing where she says she leaves stuff in the mailbox and people just leave an envelope of money. And I'm like, what? Do you live in the 1950s? Like, will you trust people that much that you're just going to let them come to your house?
I think I would do that too. I think I have faith in like 97% of people.
You know why that's actually not a bad idea? Because if you put it in front of your Ring doorbell, you
Yeah.
got them.
Exactly.
You got them.
Yeah, like you could film them from the window too if you don't have a Ring doorbell. There's so many
No, the
different
point
things.
is she's not home.
Oh,
Dude, what do you think? She's like,
I thought she
she's
was
like,
staying
she's like
inside.
the bubble boy locked in the house.
I don't know.
Okay, well, I think this is a great idea. I think out of all the New Jersey news we talk about, a lot of it's dark. This is like kind of uplifting. It's good.
It's really cool, man.
Now on to some dark news. We all saw the DOT signs this week, right?
The Department of Transportation.
Yeah, they threw up these signs, and it's not good. So here's the article. The viral highway signs created by New Jersey's DOT are apparently causing more harm than good.
These signs, I've seen like 5 of them this week alone. Hilarious. Go on, you want to read them? Like all the different ones. Have you seen these before?
Hocus pocus.
Yeah,
Drive
one
with
says
focus.
one says hocus pocus, drive with focus. One says nice car, did it come with a turn signal? One says we'll be blunt, don't drive high. I saw another one that says be a deer, watch for wildlife, I think.
Nice.
So there's all these very punny, comical signs going up all over the state, but the issue is everybody is taking pictures of them while speeding 80 miles an hour on the Garden State Parkway.
People are like, oh my gosh, I have to show my friends this. And they're speeding, like trying to grab their phone, looking down and taking a picture when, that's the complete opposite thing that they need to be doing.
Yeah, if I was going to make the sign, I'd make it. This would be a great lesson, like a college marketing class. Their goal was to make the roads safer, but their branding and their messaging was so enticing that it made the roads more dangerous.
It was too powerful.
It was too powerful. It was witty. It was funny, and we're learning that to be a state department, your goal is to be very utilitarian. We just want a sign that says, "Please drive safe."
Yeah, like put your phone down.
Yeah.
None of this.
Yeah,
It's funny, but like this is killing people.
I think if the state really wanted a great marketing plan that would work to make people drive safer, they should put up every time, if a family would allow it, every time someone dies in a car wreck, they should put up a billboard on the side of the highway where they died and just show a picture of the person and how they died.
Dude, sadly enough, if that actually happened, you would see a picture like every 5 feet. I feel like people die.
Really?
Yes, bro. You constantly read through the news. People are dying on the highway multiple times a week.
Well, you want to hear a creepy story? When me and Shelby were driving through Montana doesn't put out, like they don't let, I don't think people, I could be wrong, but I don't think they let people put their own little, like a family member dies and people go put their little, like a cross and some other stuff.
Yeah.
All they do is put one singular white cross.
Okay.
And you drive these country, like we were driving a country highway, middle of nowhere, not like a major interstate. And every 30 seconds, a white cross on the side of it. 3 white crosses, two next to each other.
Yep.
Like so many people die in car accidents. It's crazy.
And dude, that was in, where did you say, Montana?
That was in middle of nowhere, Montana.
Okay, imagine the Garden State Parkway, bro.
Yeah, man.
Like they
Good
would be
point.
next to each other. That's how many people die on the road daily.
Well, I think it was a fun idea. I just think it's, like I said, a great marketing lesson. If your job is to, I don't know, like it was almost too good of an idea.
Yeah, honestly, I can't blame them. They probably came up with the idea. They're like, this is genius. It's going to keep people off their phones. They probably didn't think like this would cause that much of an issue.
Yeah, and it's pretty interesting because all of it eventually led to a tweet from them. They responded with a meme.
Oh,
and it's
nice.
a cat behind the wheel of a car, and it says, if you keep taking photos of the VMS boards while driving, we will turn this car around and go back to the old messages. Which is, okay. Yeah, maybe they're not as creative as we thought.
Wait, what was the caption on that tweet? What's the caption on that tweet?
The caption on the tweet was, "We're glad you're enjoying the new safety messages, but please don't take pictures of the VMS boards while driving. It's very dangerous and defeats the message we're trying to drive home."
Had no idea.
Wait, I like that pun though. It defeats the message we're trying to drive home. They are, whoever's
Dude,
running
I
this
don't-
DOT, man, I kind of want to meet them.
Hashtag drive with focus. What's up, Jim?
What is the most dangerous road in New Jersey?
Oh, we talked about
Route
this.
22.
Route 22.
Well, or Route 17, Route 22, or is it
Route 3?
129 in Trenton. Annual fatalities per 100 miles, 72.6.
Wow. They do it that way?
That's what the site does.
I thought, what's the second one?
676 down in Camden.
Third,
42,
fourth,
20,
fifth,
21,
sixth.
440.
I thought Route 22 was like up there.
How is nothing in near like the...
I feel like our area is like the
440.
most congested.
That's by us.
Oh, yeah,
Where's
440.
It's right by Woodbridge. It connects into Turnpike and then goes over the Outer Bridge crossing.
Oh, yeah.
Then 280, then 30, then 4, then 80.
280, man. I'll tell you what. I don't like 280, but let's move on from the story. If you do happen to see a sign, make sure to take a picture and I'm just kidding.
You should, but not really. But maybe do it.
Okay.
If there's another one that we haven't seen yet.
I think I have a few. Well, before we move on, let's give some suggestions for other signs.
Oh, you Josh, you're really good at this. I'm not. Go.
Hold on. Let me think about this for just a second. I got nothing.
I
I can't think of anything.
Yeah, you really set us up here for
I
failure.
think if it just said like phone equal bad, like a phone equal sign and then bad, I think people would get it.
What are you, Kevin from The Office, just trying to
I
save
rule-
time?
One day I rule. I see world.
Next story.
All right, next story. Okay. Oh, this is big news coming out of the Garden State. There were 0 Bigfoot sightings during this year's New Jersey Bigfoot hunt.
Oh, bro, that's some negative news right there, brother.
Well,
I can't believe they didn't find him.
It could be negative. It also could be positive because if they do find him, what does that mean for us?
Bigfoot's pretty cool, though. I feel like he'd be nice.
I don't know, but so listen to this. This article, reading it, made me love people more for some reason. So there's an organization called BFRO, which stands for Bigfoot Research Organization. So it says BFRO organizers held a northern New Jersey Bigfoot expedition last week, searching for Bigfoot in the Garden State. The hunt happened Thursday through Sunday. They spent Thursday to Sunday, October 20th to the 23rd, with participants hoping to have some sort of a Sasquatch encounter.
So pause. Like, people believe in this stuff. Are they serious? Are
Absolutely.
these people just doing this for fun? Or
Wait.
are these people like all in? Like, we're gonna find Bigfoot this week in New Jersey.
They looked in the wrong area of the state. He's in the Pine Barrens.
Hold on.
Where
Hold
did they
on.
look?
North
So-
Jersey.
This guy, Larry Rippon, he's the organizer of it. And he says, we heard some odd sounds. And we
bear?
found a potential print and hair. No sightings, though. Which the print could have just been one of the guys messing with his friends, like taking his shoe off and putting his foot in the
Or
dirt.
maybe a deer, a bear. We have so much wildlife in this state. Like, why do you think it was Bigfoot?
Can you just send the hair away for like DNA testing and
Yeah.
be like, oh, it's a dog?
It's
True.
probably like a dead body. It's Jersey.
I love this guy. The other quote from him says, "You have to have boots on the ground or you'll never know what's out there." So
That's true.
despite the Bigfoot no-show, New Jersey continues to have reported encounters with the big guy. According to the BFRO online database, there have been 75 recorded Bigfoot encounters in New Jersey. Sussex County leads the way with 18 reports over the years. 15 reports come from Burlington County and 10 come from Ocean County. So it sounds like, Bigfoot's loving Sussex County.
I don't buy it one bit. I'm not a believer in Bigfoot. I think people just love to hype themselves up.
Well, let's just look up Bigfoot NJ on Google Images. If anything
Yeah,
comes
let me
up,
see
we'll
a
know.
photo. Whoa.
I'm just telling you, if a
What is
10-foot
that?
tall ape with big feet lived in New Jersey, I'd be outie.
Yeah, maybe there's a gorilla roaming the woods. Why is it Bigfoot?
I don't know, but I just there's something about this story that's very endearing to me. I love that there's people out there that commit their lives to looking for the big guy.
What do these people do for a living?
Let's take a guess, since we're doing this thing tonight where we're saying things.
Oh, yeah, sure.
If you had to guess what a Bigfoot expeditioner does for, I have an idea. I have one.
I don't know, man.
They have. I could imagine somebody that has a massive online eBay store selling rare pins,
Could be, yeah.
or pins and buttons.
I would imagine maybe like a scientist, you know? You have to get the other end of the spectrum. You got eBay seller, then you got like this like crazy scientist who's super smart but crazy.
Huh.
Who's really smart and knows like everything about everything.
You think a scientist is looking for Bigfoot?
But yeah, you
Beefro?
don't. You don't?
I'm gonna say probably not.
Okay.
I think another good career for somebody that's
Well,
gonna
look
go to
like
this event.
Jurassic Park. Wasn't there a scientist?
I picture a guy who's like, you know, those like, you ever meet like a Vietnamese or a vet, like those guys in their like late 60s, early 70s, very chill. They all ride Harleys. You know those guys? A guy like that he's just like, you know what? I've lived my life. I just want to go have some fun, look for Bigfoot. That's the type of guy I want to chill with. And that's the type of guy I think that's looking for Bigfoot.
You're all wrong.
I think it's going to be like a mixed group. It's a mixed used bag.
It's going to be like people who work in New York City, like commute every day. They sit behind a desk. They don't know what's out there in the real world.
No, that's the complete
Okay, so
opposite,
you know what,
Jimmy.
guys?
No shot those New Yorkers are coming over here.
I'm on Beefro right now, and I'm going to tell you what the runners of this
Wait, do
thing
they
are
have like group photos?
This website is so awesome.
So
Oh
outdated.
man, I love it. It looks like it was designed 2003 and never updated.
Yo, tell me they got like group photos.
Okay, hold
Like,
on.
do they
one
have, like, a
second.
group
I'm
outing?
trying to find group photos. Okay, here we go. About.
They have sound recordings.
Oh wait, we got listen to the sound
Yeah,
recording.
you gotta play it.
Hold on.
On the left. Sound
Okay, here we go. You guys ready?
No shot.
Oh wait, we gotta find the Jersey ones. Okay, these are Ohio, Washington, films and videos. Okay, where are the?
Oh, that's coyote sounds.
Okay, here's a Sasquatch sound recording from Ohio.
Okay.
1994, the year of my birth. It says 1994 moaning howl from
Nice.
Columbiana County, Ohio. Let's open the MP4.
That's like the local fire department. But like there's a fire.
It's a dog.
Okay, hold on. Let's
That was so bad.
It's okay. Well, I just closed the tab. Hold on. Let's listen to some other ones. So that was 1994, before tech got really good. And obviously, as more iPhones come around, they howl less because they know people have iPhones.
True.
So here's a 2004 moaning howl from Mississippi. So their website is not the
Their
best.
website's from 1994. That's for sure.
Yeah,
Try a different one.
this one's not playing. Nope, that's the one we just heard. Yeah, so there's a lot of collections here, and
What's the website so people could search this, Josh?
it's just bfro.net, BFRO.net. And I really want, there's some eyewitness sketches. And we're going to click on the New Jersey chapter. Here we go. Oh, we found him. Okay, so this guy does not look like, he doesn't look like a Vietnamese or vet. He looks like he was the Burning Man for sure, though.
He looks like a pretty well-educated guy.
Okay, so this might be the guy that was in the article.
What's he holding? A skull?
It's Eric Spinner.
Oh, it's Spinner. Nice.
So this one was led by, there's an expedition ran by him, and you know what? These look like some chill dudes.
Zoom into that.
I'm trying to hang with these guys. I'm not even going to lie to you.
That dude's built.
I'm not fronting. I want to go out and look for Bigfoot with them. And maybe next year, can we put this in the TikTok?
Oh, yeah, sure.
If you work with Bifro in New Jersey, next year we want to come on the expedition. We are there, and we will do one. We'll do you one better. We'll bring our cameras and our equipment, and we'll film the expedition looking for Bigfoot in the Garden State, and we will get lots of support for this thing.
I'm down. We're not going to find Bigfoot, though, Josh.
You don't know that though.
What are we going to do? Just walk around the woods? I guess it'll be a nice hike, but come on.
Josh, what if Columbus thought that? What if
Yeah.
What if Neil Armstrong, midway to the moon, said, we're never going to make it to the moon. Let's turn this thing around. Someone's got to be out there looking for Bigfoot. And it's going to be me and Spinner next year.
It's going to be you and Jimmy Parks next year.
All right, let's move on to the next story. This one is actually a lot more serious than the last.
Oh, boy. Oh, man.
You know what?
Way to kill the vibe.
I'm going to move this one down because
Yeah, move it over.
I think it'd just be more appropriate later in the podcast.
Yeah, I'm in a good mood right now, talking Bigfoot.
Okay,
I don't want to talk about that
next
yet.
story. In Toms River, New Jersey, a red-tailed hawk has been trapped in a library for over 24 hours.
The dude found his new home.
Hawk watch.
Hawk watch.
They should get
Hawk watch.
They should get a webcam in this library and just put him on there.
Yeah, dude. Apparently he's just like flying all over the place, and he likes it there.
He's looking for a bookworm.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. That was pretty good.
I am becoming a dad soon, so I got to work on the jokes. But yeah, there's this bird has been trapped in Toms River Library for 24 hours, and apparently they deemed this, breaking news that everybody needed to know about. So
If you're in Toms River, bro, this is the biggest story of the month.
Yeah, Toms River, man. By the way, shout out to Tom.
Yeah, shout out Tom.
So it says once the bird was spotted in the atrium of the building, according to the librarian and public information officer Sherry Telisario, the branch.
Stop laughing.
The branch was closed early at 7:45 p.m. First responders, including the Toms River Fire Department, Toms River Police, and local animal control, tried but failed to capture the hawk. So here's what we've learned: if you want to waste thousands of dollars on local law enforcement, put a bird in a library.
Yeah, well, like, animal control's there. Why do we need the fire department there? Why do we need the police department? Let animal control take care of it. They know what they're doing. I think they said they took out the rafters in the ceiling.
Oh my goodness! I can get this guy out.
And they put a net up there. So they're saying the bird is going to fly to the light, and the net's up there.
Listen.
So it's going to fly right into the net. It's a perfect plan.
Give me 10 minutes with an airsoft gun and I'll have this thing sorted out.
You're going to kill a red-tailed hawk?
No. Oh, dude, why would you say that? I was going to shoot a chandelier, hoping it would just fall in the right direction to capture the hawk.
And so the glass of the chandelier could come and pierce the eyes of the red-tailed hawk? And then blind him for life?
That was actually I think if he's blind, he won't fly into a library again. So
if he's blind, he's never going to see the world again. You're crazy.
I don't know what to say about this, but there's a hawk trapped in a library. Any thoughts on this, Jimmy? What do you know about this hawk?
Let me tell you something. I've experienced a lot of big birds in my time.
Was that a Sesame Street pun?
No, but it definitely could be. Hawks are scary. Have you ever had one swoop down in front of you?
They're huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, Josh, I don't think you know like the potential of this hawk in the library. You're talking about this hawk like it's a bird.
This is an Applejack over here.
Yeah, this ain't a little parrotlet over here, Josh. This is a beast that would tear your head apart with its talons.
Which is why I said, give me an airsoft gun in 10 minutes. He'd be done. I take him out. He'd be done. Look, in the wild, these things die all the time. They enter our domain. We have to take care of business,
Josh, this thing is scary, bro.
It looks like it's 8 inches tall looking.
Josh, bring up the photo right now.
Let's look up a hawk.
Type
okay?
in hawk talons.
It's a cute bird with.
That's a baby. Go to like an adult.
Okay.
Look at the first one. That's when it's about to go catch a fish.
All right. So back to my original point. Give me 10 minutes and an airsoft gun. We'd be out.
And your eyeballs. Oh, you never read the first line of the article? I had a cool funny joke.
Yeah, it says an unexpected visitor has kept staff and patrons on their toes as a red-tailed hawk has been inside the township branch of the Ocean County Library since Monday evening.
Don't you mean their talons?
What do you mean? Oh, on their toes? Oh, I see what you're saying.
Go ahead to the next story.
All right, let's go on to the next story. In Pittstown, New Jersey, a man died due to a skydiving accident.
We've talked about plane crashes, car accidents, a lot of bad stories on this podcast. We have never covered a skydiving accident because it's super rare. And this story is just very, very sad.
It's super sad. And also, skydiving is one of those things that's notoriously dangerous. Like, people don't do it because they're like, I'm not going to jump out of a plane. Are you crazy? But from what I understand, it's pretty rare these accidents happen. And it's probably a lot like being attacked by a shark, right? Like, apparently, there's only 6 shark attacks a year or 6 shark deaths a year.
Yeah, it's really not that much.
Like, sharks don't want to eat us, right? And then, so I don't know. I guess that's a poor analogy. But this gentleman from Michigan went skydiving, and state and federal authorities are now investigating the death because when something like this happens, like there's regulations for how parachutes need to be maintained. And now they're wondering if potentially something was wrong with the parachute that he was using. So his name was Brandon M. Jackson, 37, and he was from Troy, Michigan, and he was pronounced dead on the scene, police said. Very sad.
This is why I don't go skydiving, dude. Like, I don't care to get that rush. It's so risky, bro. You jumping out of that thing, and I know like the first few flights you have someone going with you, but bro, what if that thing doesn't open up?
Yeah, there's a lot of risk to it, and I personally, at this point in my life, don't think I'll skydive. I mean, I would have probably a few years ago, but now I'm just like, it's just something could go wrong, right?
I wonder what the process is before like the skydivers arrive at the location. What are they doing to test the parachutes, the backpacks, all that kind of stuff? Do you think they like run through every single test to see if it'll deploy?
No, I don't
I feel
think
like they have
I
to,
don't
right?
think you can run through. I think it's just a matter of it being folded and packaged correctly.
But how do you know like the trigger is going to pull or like stuff like
I think
that?
it's just a string that released. Like I think that's if it's wrapped correctly, there's no way it can't.
Ugh, dude, that's what scares me. It's like, how do you know? How
I
do you
guess
know
there's
it's
no
gonna-
way to know. I mean, it's kind of like saying, how do you know your airbag's going to go off in your car? I guess we'll find
don't.
out. We'll find out when we find out. But like,
How many skydiving accidents are there in the U.S. a year, Jimmy?
11 last year.
In the whole country?
Yep.
how did you know he had that pulled up?
I could just, he was typing. So I was like, what the heck is he typing? And that's his job. He should know. Good job, Jimmy.
11 last year deaths.
11 deaths.
That's a fair amount, I will say.
It's 0.28 deaths per 100,000 skydives.
0.28 per 100,000. So not even 1 to 100,000.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say you know that there's that would be 0.28 would be more like 1 in a million.
Okay.
Because that'd be 2.2 would be a fifth of 1.
Yeah.
So if you multiply 200,000 times 5, it'd be a million, right?
Yeah.
So I think I could be doing bad math, but I think it's like a 1 in a million
Yeah. chance
that you're going to die of a. Does that make sense?
I'm trying to do the numbers, dude. It's just not crunching at the moment.
You might be a fourth grader. Is that possible with these learning standards?
I'm smarter than a fifth grader, bro.
Whoa, great TV show. So 1 in a million. I mean, would you go buy a lottery ticket with a lot of hope that you're going to win if there was a 1 in a million chance?
No.
So I guess that should be your mindset if you want to go skydiving. Like, it's a 1 in a million chance.
Like, it's never going to happen to me.
It's going to happen to someone, but to
be honest,
gonna
I'm
be
not scared of dying from skydiving. I'm scared of heights. Like, I don't think I'd enjoy jumping out of an airplane.
Okay, so you want to hear how messed up our brains are? Jimmy, look something up for me. How many people die in car accidents in America every year?
Oh, this is nuts. Yeah, it's insane.
So you think like we're freaking out over how many people? 11, it said? I think the number's got to be
11 a year.
thousands
So
and thousands.
46,000
46,000.
or 12.4 deaths per 100,000.
Oh, I was about to say, because the numbers are definitely different because more people drive, but so 12.4?
Yep.
yeah, we talked about the.
Wait a second, that's crazy.
Bro, it's nuts. It's you're basically getting into your car, bro. You're like signing a death waiver, pretty much.
Well, so how many times more likely than skydiving to die in a car accident? A lot.
Yeah, like 12 times 4, mate. Like 12 times 4, right? So like what, 12, 24, 36, 48, like 48 times.
If that's correct math, that's crazy.
And this year compared to last year is a 10.5% increase.
Really?
Yep.
Dude, more people
I
on their
wonder
phones.
why that is.
The DOT.
COVID.
Not driving and getting
More
back
people,
on the road.
yeah, more people are going to work now every day. A lot of people
Probably
are still
people going
home.
back to work, and also the new drivers that learned during COVID.
Yeah.
Just kidding, but that might
Yeah,
be
that
because
was it. No, but didn't we talk about this like when we were talking about shark attacks? Like
Yeah.
you have way higher chance of dying in a car accident than a shark attack.
Yeah, I guess you could also say like, so Jimmy, look up shark attacks. See what the number is per 100,000 because that'll be the clear indicator. But with driving, 12 out of every 100,000 people, I mean, I don't like those odds.
It's crazy, bro.
That's like being at a Jets game. I guess that's more like 70,000 people, but being at a Jets game and they're like, we're going to pull 12 people. Like, I would not want to be in that stadium. If 12 people are going to die,
yeah, bro. There's a high chance that
you're
you'll
like,
be
I don't
pulled.
want to be the guy in the Jumbotron.
Of course, that will be the time I get picked for something.
Right.
It's like, oh, now I'm gonna get chosen for death.
I've never caught a T-shirt, by the way, from those T-shirt cannons.
You'll get
which I'm
there.
bitter
You'll
about.
get there.
It's essentially the same as skydiving. There's 16 shark attacks per year. So
Does it give up per 100,000? Huh. 16 shark attacks, and it's not even death. So very crazy that this gentleman died in a skydiving accident.
It could have been a number of things. It could have been the parachute. It could have been the I don't know if he did it by himself or he had like a trainer with him. I'm assuming he did it by himself.
I don't know, but
Because if he did it himself, this is huge. Because like, don't you need a certain amount of jumps to do it by yourself?
Only one shark attack was fatal.
so you do need a certain amount of jumps. I think it's hours or something like that. Or
Yeah.
no, I think it is jumps. You're right. But it doesn't say in the article. I'm assuming you'd have to assume that he was going solo because there would have been someone else with him. If
Yeah. So yeah, I guess this guy must have been experienced then. So if he was an experienced skydiver, I guess maybe like a parachute just goes stupid and doesn't open.
Yeah.
Something like that. Or maybe the way he landed. I don't know.
something like that had. To
I wish
happen.
I wish they released more information, but nonetheless, very, very sad story out of Pisstown, New Jersey. Prayers out to his family, his friends. You hate reading stories like that.
37 years old, man.
Too young.
It's just very, very young.
Too young.
For something like this to happen, and just a sad end to this guy's life. And yeah, so moving on to our final story of the night. It's officially been 10 years since Hurricane Sandy reached the Jersey Shore.
Feels just like yesterday, bro, for real.
Yeah, man, I can't even believe that.
Like Irene 2011, Sandy 2012. Like we had like a back-to-back just crazy years here in the Garden State.
I remember the night of Sandy. I was watching a movie at my brother's house, and I had to drive home, and I've never seen so much wind. And like I was driving, it was probably 1.5 miles, but they had said that, I don't know if you guys remember, they were like, stay off the roads tonight.
Yeah.
It's going to be high winds, trees are going to be falling down. And I drove home and it was really windy.
You were up north, right? That's where your brother lives?
Yeah, it was in Union County.
Oh, okay. Back then, yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, not where he lives now. So it was really, really windy. But I remember waking up the next day in our area, just like trees had fallen down, but otherwise, central to northern New Jersey didn't get hit as bad as the shore.
No,
obviously.
dude, it was
shore
mostly
got
like the
destroyed.
shore got wrecked, man. Like I remember like seeing the photos and videos the next day of like areas of even like the seaside boardwalk, like the whole entire pier washed away with the roller coaster in the water, homes completely washed away, roads washed away. Like it was so dark. It was such a sad day.
I work with people who were like the first people on LBI after the storm, and my friend Sean said that the sun was rising, and all of a sudden they could hear like the hissing of like someone's gas pipe broke, and then houses just started exploding.
Wow. That is crazy.
And the fact that I don't know what people expected from this, but it wasn't even a hurricane when it hit us. Like it was called Superstorm Sandy.
What does that mean, though?
It actually says it right there. What's the last sentence? It's a hybrid storm. What's that sentence say?
The last sentence?
Yeah.
The former hurricane merged with other systems to create a meteorological hybrid storm that hit the nation's most populous metro areas.
Well, it was mostly like the storm surge that really just destroyed the coast. Like the water just kept rising, and just flooding everything, and the waves coming. My dad works down there, and man, like they're still like, I feel like they're still like fixing homes that were destroyed from Sandy. It's insane.
Didn't there also become some sort of an insurance thing where homes had to be lifted as a result of Sandy?
Yeah, my dad builds modular homes, and down there they have to. Every home has to be raised now. I think like 6 feet or something like that.
Wow.
I forgot the exact number, but like whenever they build a house now, he works in Lavalette. The homes have to be on these like pillars, like 6 feet, like off the ground. It's pretty crazy.
And that's why a lot of them have garages on the first floor now.
Yeah, just like water could pass through in case of a storm. Because look how many homes are destroyed for Sandy.
I feel like this sounds wrong, but we're like due for a big storm, aren't we? Like, I mean, I guess Ida happened last year, but Ida wasn't really a big storm. It was just a short storm with a lot of water. We haven't had a windy, crazy storm in a while, it feels like.
Yeah, probably. Well, Sandy, Irene and Sandy, the back-to-back punch. But they say those were one in every 100-year storm. But then
Really?
Ida hit, kind of flooded everything the same in our area. So who knows? I don't know. They say, maybe once every 10 years we can get a big storm. So hopefully Ida was that storm for us and that we're good for the next 10 years, but who knows?
The article I have here says Sandy was one of the costliest storms in U.S. history with $36.8 billion in damage in
Wow.
New Jersey.
Jeez.
That's New Jersey, $36.8 billion. That's a lot of money. It then rapidly intensified. So it says it was a Category 1 in Jamaica, and then it rapidly intensified into a Category 3 before coming ashore as a Category 2 in Cuba. So it was like growing, and then a Cat 1 is the strongest, or the higher cats?
Cat 5 is the strongest.
Okay, so it was getting stronger, and then it got a little weaker, and then it got really bad as a kid in New Jersey. I wonder if anybody stayed in like LBI or Seaside.
Well,
area.
they did. People did, because when it was coming up the coast, it wasn't even a hurricane anymore. It downgraded. It downgraded to like a tropical storm. So like people are like, they hear tropical storm, they're like, oh, it's all right. You know, I could stay. I don't have to evacuate. But like, as it says in the article, Josh, it says the storm became an extratropical cyclone before hitting Brigantine, New Jersey. It just blew up.
Wow. So I was going to look up some pics, because I remember the famous photo we all saw was the roller coaster in the ocean. Yep. I mean, we all remember that. But if you just look, it's so crazy to see.
Yeah, like that's a road, dude. That's
an entire neighborhood wiped out. I don't even think I fully understood. I mean, I was like a senior in high school. I don't think I fully got it.
There's some cool pictures of like houses split in half, like barely hanging on.
Here's a house completely tipped over.
It's for real. Like if anyone listening this was living down there at the time, or anywhere along the shore that you got destroyed, like I hope that you were able to get everything you needed fixed over the past 10 years. But I know there's a lot of people still struggling, which is crazy.
Is that really a thing? You think people are still going through it?
I think so. Yes. People who are still not unable to rebuild, or I don't know.
Yeah, or lost their home. I wonder if you don't have flood insurance, I wonder what happens in a situation like this.
I know. I'm curious as to like what that's like.
So it did it hit on Halloween?
It was right around there.
The 29th, I think.
The 29th.
It was like right before Halloween.
And Halloween was like canceled.
It was kind of like a mischief night type of storm.
Yeah.
I remember that. Well, thank goodness we've made it 10 years, and a lot of people's lives are a lot better now. And
do you guys want me to play the banger I made?
Yeah, you made a song during Hurricane Sandy, right?
Well, what I was doing the night, I loved following and tracking the storm. So we couldn't. They told us not to drive anywhere. So me and my cousin, we hung out in my garage, and we always made beats at the time and made songs. So we're like, we gotta uplift the nation. We gotta uplift the people of Jersey by making a song about this hurricane. Little did we know, we didn't know how bad it was going to be, but we made a song called Hurricane Sandy. So it was a banger.
Do you want me to find it and play it right now?
I can just throw it in. You want me to just throw it in the pod, in the edit?
You could throw it in, or I could just click on it right now. We could just get a little sampling.
Yeah, sure.
Hurricane Sandy, Sandy, Hurricane Sandy, 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 Hurricane Sandy.
But yeah.
Well, that was beautiful, man.
Isn't that crazy? Like that was... I was just mad that like the clubs didn't pick it up afterwards, but it got a lot of bad press. People were like, "This is a serious matter. Why are you making this song?" I was like, "I didn't mean to do it in a bad way. We just were trying to uplift people." But
well, if they do like a 10-year fundraiser reunion, you guys could show up maybe at the main stage and
we'd probably get kicked out. People are probably like, "Those are the guys who made the song."
So, well, with that was our last story of the evening.
The stories come, the stories go. But we're still here.
Yeah, and we will be here. Hey, if you haven't gotten some merch yet, head on over to thegardenstate.com and get yours today. And make sure to follow us on Instagram at The Garden State. We are about to hit 10,000 followers.
True. Yes, definitely. Dude, it's crazy. I can't believe that we're that close.
10,000
And
people.
like hit up the DMs on IG. Like we respond. We try to like get back to every single person on there.
It's almost been a year since we started this, and I remember you and I met in my office and we talked it through. And then we went to get some wings in Rahway, and Jimmy Parks happened to come along for the journey. Remember that, Jimmy?
Sir. Of course.
And I said, "How big do you think this thing could be in a year?" And Jimmy said, "That's not going to be that big." You remember that?
Jimmy's mad. He's mad.
He's angry.
He just
I was
went.
talking about Instagram.
Because I did overshoot. I said we'll have 200,000 followers this time next year.
Well, we have 270 on TikTok, which is crazy.
Yeah, and Jimmy we had nothing. We didn't even know TikTok was a thing really at that point. And Jimmy was like, "I think we'll have 30,000." So Jimmy might have won this conversation. But on TikTok, 270, hey man, that's pretty good.
Yeah, 270 is insane.
And we're not even at the 1 year mark. Who knows how much that's going to be at the 1 year mark? And when's our birthday? November 28th or something like that?
I think
We should know our birthday here on the Garden State.
I don't really care that much.
Well, what constitutes our birthday? Our first full-length episode, or
No, Jimmy, we started like 2 months before the first full length. We did like the short form content. I don't know. I got to look it up. I'm going to bring a cake in that day for you guys.
Okay, sounds good. And we're going to do our Christmas special right around that time too. So make sure you guys are listening for that. And with that, that will conclude this week's episode. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to the Garden State
You
Podcast.
can't end it yet. You know what? I just remember we forgot. We never told people how to leave a voice message for the mailbox. So if you guys want to leave something for the mailbag for next week, make sure to email a voice memo to hello@thegardenstate.com and keep it under 60 seconds. Let us know your name, where you're from, and what you want us to talk about, because we love that segment and we want to hear from you. So hit up hello@thegardenstate.com.
Awesome. You should also throw that in the beginning. Just cut it. Time travel.
Yeah, true. I'm down.
Awesome.
I got keychains all over my hand. Guys, before we made keychains, I never rocked a keychain. Did you?
I have a few, but this is my favorite one for sure.
Well, this is the first keychain I'm rocking in over 15 years. So you guys head over to the website, thegardenstate.com, get a keychain. These are crazy. They're beautiful and they're so dope.
Awesome. And with that, that will conclude our episode. We will see you all next Friday. Love you a lot.
Lots of love.
Lots of love.
LOL.
Man. LOL.
Thanks, guys, for listening.
Bye.
Bye.
Later.
You're watching the Garden State. The Dirty Jers.